150 watts AM FM, 250 watts SSB CWs.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, I know who it is now, I think. I'll have to remember. There was somebody said, oh, we've got an 817, I want an amplifier for it, so we can use it in the car. So you've got 0 to 70 as well then, and a bit of a razor, HS, so that'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
This guy I got it from used to run only 5 watts into it, so it would give him probably a good 150 watts out, I should think.
That'd be ideal for an 817. It's a good little radio, the 817. I had one here, as I said, used to do a bit of, well, quite a lot of QRP with it. And then somebody said, oh, you want rubbish like that for? And kept on moaning, and I'd get rid of it. And it was gone. But I wish I never got rid of it now. Because it was a very good radio.
Echo Zero Golf Golf India Mobile, Rob, Golf 4 Uniform Yankee Radio.
I've got you there, Rob. What was the problem, Rob? Have you pulled the microphone plug out and pushed it back in? Or is it the radio just turning off? Right, probably the power leads. Make sure the fuses are plugged in. Your banana. That's something that happens to the Yaesu. The fuse holders release the fuse, and the lid still stays on. You lift the lid on, and the fuse falls out of the floor usually. To what? Sorry, John?
Yeah, I'm still in here. I'm not going anywhere. It was someone else that came on the channel.
I do Mike 0
Tony.
November, Mike.
Ah, there he is. There's Paul. Where you been, Paul? Take a seat.
Yeah, Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf with 2 Mike 0 Tango November, Mike. Yeah, I've got some family at home at the moment, Paul. Got some family home with me at the moment. And it's been rather sort of what we say, my routine has been broken. But all will be back to normal after the weekend, Paul. Good morning, John. I can just hear. Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf with 2 Mike 0 Tango November, Mike.
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit with John this morning, but you're good and strong, Paul. The cracking signal, so I don't know. A bit weird. I don't know what it should be. I know you've got more power than John's got, but Ray's on here. Are you hearing Paul, Ray?
Yes, Paul is 5 and 8 with me. Good signal. Paul, 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike, Golf 4 Uniform Yankee Radio. Paul, 5 and 8.
Golf 4 Uniform Yankee Radio with 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike. Yeah, good signal here as well, Ray. I've got a caravan stuck underneath all my antennas at the moment. It doesn't seem to be affecting it too badly, but simply hearing everybody okay at the moment there. So nice signal, Ray. Golf 4 Uniform Yankee Radio with 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike.
Fine, thanks, Paul, and I can hear John a bit better. Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango this morning than I could the rest of the week there. He's usually way down, but signals are coming up. I'm standing by, so back to you, Paul. G0 Whiskey Lima Golf 4 Uniform Yankee Radio.
G4 Uniform Yankee Radio, Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf. I'm only standing by myself. I'm not doing it today. I don't know, I used to. It was Thursday, Friday today. I don't know. I can't remember. Not a clue. It'd be one of the others, not me. That's what I can tell you. There's a good chance it's one of the others. All I can say. They'll be on when they're ready. Might be Jeff, actually. Jeff might have a go today.
Who's I today?
Oh, it's that Tony. Look out. Stand by your bed. Yeah, there you go, Ray. Tony. That clears that one up. It's going to be a feet up Friday Tony today.
I could get a visit from an overseas ham. Is coming up to Norfolk, EA7JUK. He was in the RAF this end of the country, and he's visiting, so he might pop round and see me. G4UIR.
That'd be nice. It's somebody you know quite well then, Ray.
Ray.
Me on the radio. Go ahead, break.
Okay, G0 actually United America.
Take him, Ray.
Oh, I can just barely read him in the background. I didn't even get the call sign. So, can you go again with the call? This is G4UAR listening.
Okay, G4UAR, this is G0, Italy, Uniform, America, copy.
I got G0HOE. G0HOE, is that correct?
Negative, it's G0, India, Uniform, Alpha. G0, India, United America, Roger.
I got him.
UA.
UAI. Well, I'll tell you what, I was G7 UAI. So that's a coincidence. Back to you.
It's IUA.
IUA, I've got G0IUA, G0IUA, G4UYR.
It's I'm under attack in it, Paul. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, waiting for the air dryer to stop, Paul.
Yeah, I'm under attack. UAI. Yeah. I used to be G7 UAI. Christ, that's a coincidence, that is.
It's OUA.
Oh, yeah. I'm under attack.
America.
Yeah, my brain. I've been up all night. My brain's fizzed.
Okay, bit of Stuart there, isn't it? OUA. I just thought I'd give a shout, see if I were getting in at all. I've just been playing with the antenna, but obviously you're having trouble there, so maybe a bit of a rethink on the antenna. Back to you.
No, don't, it's me, it's not you. I'm getting your call sign all messed up. I know you are. I'm under attack. If you said I'm under attack, I would have had it. But Tony's copying you okay. Stuart, I've got you there. You're there, but just my brain's gone. As I said, I've been up all night, so you've got to make allowances for me. I'll sit and shut up.
Okay.
Morning all from GW7 FBB.
Yes, is it? Maybe.
Good morning, Steve.
Down the old list. But anyway, I'm running on a barbed wire fence. That's the antenna. Barbed wire fence. But I went out to it yesterday and made a better connection to the fence with the copper wire. Just messed about with it. Did a couple of things and just seeing if it made an improvement or not. I'm not expecting great things with it being a barbed wire fence, but at least it's working there. G0, I'm under attack.
How long is the wire fence you got it attached to then?
Well, when I pace it out, when I've been walking the dog, it's about 85 or something like that pace. So roughly about 85 yards long, Roger.
85 yards? But it's working. That's what you call a long wire. 85 yards long. Oh my God. That is a long wire. Yeah, probably not doing you any favours, although you're tuning it. It's probably not doing you any favours, Stuart.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's what I'm stuck with. There's no shortage of ventures near me. I've not got anything up in the air at the moment. You know, I will have eventually. I've got the trap dipole in the shack. I just need getting up there. But this was close by. It's about 30 yards, 30 metres, whatever you want to call it, yards, metres away from the house. Feeding with 75 ohm coax. So, while walking the dog and I kept seeing this, I thought that'll probably do for an antenna. So, as I say, I just attached the coax to it. And it does work, it gets out here and there. But like I say, I'm not expecting it to be the best antenna in the world. But at least it gets me on there. Back to you.
Yeah, it's definitely a compromise. I'm actually using a trapped vertical at the moment. It seems to be better this morning. Don't know for why. But I was stuffing 400 watts into it. So, yeah, it's working. So sit there, Stuart. Don't run away. Tony heard you anyway. Is the hair dry yet, Tony?
It is, and I just look. I got Stuart quite well that time. I still can't get his prefix. I know I'm under attack. Is it G? What's the number? I got the G. What's the number? Is it a 0 or a 6 or a 4?
0.
Yeah, I thought it was, but 0. I'm under attack. Yeah, it's the air dryer stopped. And good morning to you there, Ray. You're a cracking signal this morning, and I was getting John from Falkirk quite well, and Paul come in quite nicely, but the air dryer was drowning most of the people out, but it stopped. So there we go. So I'll pass it over to you there, Ray. And I think Steve's in there. I haven't heard Steve yet speak. Good morning, Steve. I'll pass it to Steve. GW7SBV, Mike 0 Tango Pamela. I didn't quite catch who you said was on 80 metres and 40 metres. Who was it you were talking about, Steve?
Yeah, 5 friends of mine doing GB5 RC, radio power line.
Ah, see what you mean. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah, just looking at the window. Dull, grey and overcast here. At the moment, we'll do the weather a little bit later. It's only 5 to 7. We've not got going yet. So let's pass it up to John and Falkirk and see if I can get John. And then you can pass it over to Paul, if you can get him, John. Mike 6, Delta Bravo Tango, Mike 0 Tango Papago.
Yeah, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. It's cracking in here. It was 5 and 9 plus 20. Well, good morning. James in our station coming in now. With guy shooting there, not going in. But he is making the first year in Chepstow already. I'm not sure what his name, but he is making the first. He's up and down, the signal is up and down, okay. So what happens is we'll see what he's what's going about, over.
Yeah, I got you, John. I think he meant you just passed it to Mr. John up there in on the island. Paul, have a go. coming back. He's there, Tony.
Yeah, he's well down. I can only just about get him on that green.
Yes, there's someone else talking on top of him.
Paul.
Go ahead, Tony.
I see Paul passed it to you. He came up at the end, then he passed it back to you. Anyway, it's 3 minutes to 7, so with everybody's permission, because I wasn't the first on here, can I start the horizontal net there, Ray? You were the one I think was on here first. G4UYR, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, there was someone on before me, but I think I have no problem at all. So just go ahead, and I'll be standing by.
Yeah, okay there, Ray. Thanks for that. So there we're going to go start. It's 2 minutes to 7. So let's to the top of the list, and it's Steve, and then we'll work our way down. I've got Steve, Paul, Ray, Paul up in South US, John up in Falkirk, and then Stuart. And I'm not sure where Stuart is, but I'm just looking at his QRZ page, and he's a Farnworth. There we go. So up to Steve, GW7 FBV, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. W7 SDV, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and I've got slotted Rob in there, and I'm not sure if he's 2 Whiskey 0 Golf Golf India Mobile, or whether he's sat on the droid at home. I'm not quite sure. I'll just say 2 Whiskey 0 Golf Golf India Mobile, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
His radio keeps cutting out, Tony. It's his problem. What it is, I don't know, but it just goes along and it's a bit like that.
Yeah, I thought he was there quite well for 3 words, and then it cut out again. So we'll keep you on the list there, Rob, and keep trying to find out what the problem is. And over to you there, Paul. You spoke to him earlier on. I heard you. G0 Whiskey Lima Golf, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf. I'm on the vertical this morning because that seemed a favour for John up at Falkirk, and Paul's hearing me on it. And Ray said it was stronger, so I'm on that. And it's just considering it's just mounted on the ground, no radios underneath or anything. I think I should have to stick this on my tower, Tony. But yeah, it's great overcast here. It's quite bright though. There's a few breaks in the cloud. We're supposed to be having sunshine today, according to the gizmo. We've got 13.5 degrees Celsius. Winds are like 9 miles an hour from the northwest. It's a cold quarter here, northwesterly. And my rain gizmo's stopped working again. I had it working the other day and it stopped, so I didn't bother with that. We did have some rain yesterday anyway. Enough to make everything wet and miserable. Back to you, Tony. 0 Tango Papa Golf, Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf.
Yeah, Golf 0 Whiskey Lima Golf, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and it's dull and grey here. Looking at it, it's dull, grey, and overcast. And we've had. I'll do the weather, and then we'll move on down to Ray. I don't know whether Ray's staying or whether he's going to slip off to 20 metres like he does. It's 14.3 degrees here. Pressure 1,009.1 and rising slowly. and we've had another 2.4 millimetres of rain in the last 24 hours. So we're 6 millimetres now for the month. And the wind is about 6 miles an hour from the west. So that's the weather forecast for the 5 hours of Stroud today. So over the Ray, G4UYR, and you're a cracking signal this morning. I heard you talking about linears there, Ray. I don't know if you normally run a linear or whether you're running one today, because you're definitely a lot stronger with me today than what I've ever heard you. G4UYR, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, G4UYR. No, I'm not running a linear today, just 100 watts out of the FTDX 3000. And yeah, spot on with the weather. As you know, I've purchased the gadget from Maplins, and it gives me the same as what you now read out. So at least we're on the right wavelength there. Yes, I tried yesterday several times to work your mates on GB5RC Radio Caroline on 7.150. They had a huge pile-up, and I didn't even scratch the surface. So I'll have another go if he's now on 80 metres, and I might stand a chance. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, G4UYR.
Yeah, G4UYR, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. I might have a listen to myself to that. See if we can. I know one of the. I don't know him personally. I hear him on 2 metres on the local repeater on WR. He comes down. There's a guy comes down. He's a delivery driver. And I heard him talking. He's had a stint out on the boat, on the Radio Caroline boat. Him and his mates went over there to do some work, setting it all up, because he lives not far from where it's offshore apparently. So there we go. I don't know. I can't remember his course sign. So over to Paul up in South US, and okay on the normal. Service will be resumed after the weekend then, Paul. 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Tango November Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. And yeah, I did struggle a bit with you there. You were way down on the radio, and I just about got you on Hack Green, and then it went the other way round. You came up on the radio and went down on Hack Green. So there we go. But we did sort of get about 50% of that there, Paul. So we'll go over to John up in Falkirk. Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yes, well, sorry, is up and down there. I have no sooner, there's also someone else on the frequency discussing a wee I can hear them as well. So that is maybe something to the channel there. I don't know what's going on there, but there's definitely someone in there. So that is the key, and the weather here is going overcast. Not nice weather here in the Scotland.
Yeah, Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Lovely copy on you that time, John. All on the radio. No need for Hack Green, and 5 and 7 to 5 and 8. So over to the Stuart. And Good morning to you there, Stuart. I was just looking at your QRZ page and all that hard work with that post hole digger. That looked a mighty hard work getting down there, but you got some depth in there. G0, I'm under attack. Mike 0, Tango, Papa Golf.
Okay, Mike 0, Tango, Papa Golf, G0, Italy, Uncle America. Yeah, that was about this time last year when I was putting that in. So, 6 foot down, straight down, 6 foot. So that was good fun. We managed to get that done in the day, got it done in a day and backfilled. No concrete, not used any concrete, no need for concrete. Just backfilled it and every foot champed the soil down. The antenna's still there, the tower's still perpendicular, no problems at all with it. So that's very good. And at the moment, I'm talking to everybody, but I'm having to switch between vertical to get the guys up in Scotland. The vertical seems the best. A couple of stations down your way on the vertical. The vertical is Bristol HS6. But it's a lot of noise as well. I get a lot of noise on the vertical. Sometimes on the bench, you're stronger on the bench. And a couple of the stations are stronger on the bench. But if I go on the bench, it cuts the noise down. So I still hear the weak station. But the noise, before I got key, just want to flick the switch over and try the vertical for 1 second. Right, that's the vertical. That's the butternut HS6. I wonder what's that done to yourself there. G0, I'm under attack in the shack. Putting it back to you.
Yeah, G0, I'm under attack. Mike 0, Tango, Papa Golf. A little bit stronger on the vertical, I think, to me. And I'm surprised, actually, because I don't normally get verticals that well with the inverted V doublet. And that we got, that was the bottom of the list, but I don't have to call for any more joiners at the moment because we got a silent joiner who's just messaged me. 2E0 UKG, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah. Good morning to you, sir, as well, Tony. M0TPG 2E0 UKG. I've just put at green on. I haven't been hobnobbing, but I haven't heard Paul for a lot. I don't go up there, and I haven't heard Paul M0SPU because it was Alec yesterday on the barometric net. And I went up and had a listen, and it's Paul this morning. Not strong signals for me because, you know, I got that noise level, but they were getting over because everything I'd done was on my radio, and Paul's quite a good signal. He's on a funny radio, but it's a brilliant bit of kit actually, that one Paul's got, I think. So dull and dismal here. It's just over about 14.5 temperature. M0TPG in a group, 2E0UKG.
Papa Charlie Lima.
Yeah, 2E0UKG, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. And I got a message from Richard saying he'd be with us shortly, but he hasn't come in yet. But we got Paul Nemesis here. 2E0, and I will say it the right way around. Papa Charlie Lima. Good morning, Gary. Take yourself on over.
Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Very good morning, Tony. From 2E0 Papa Charlie. Good morning to the rest of the net. Receiving everybody quite well this morning. Even the station using his garden fence as a wire. He's making the trip into East Yorkshire, loud and clear. WX up here this morning, the sun is shining at the moment, 16 degrees C. The wind is west-southwest, 15 mile an hour, 76% humidity, good breeze, barometer 1003. It's making sort of a decent day today. There's no sign of any rain. So there we go, fingers crossed. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, I looked on rain alarm to see what rain is about, but I'm just looking on the weather app, and the wife's just off to work. Excuse me a minute. wife off to the salt mine. And I'm just looking on the weather app and see what we're forecast for today. And then we'll, 15 degrees forecast and sunny intervals is the forecast for today until we might get a bit of rain later. So that's the forecast here on my little app. That's the bottom of the list. Any more joiners for the horizontal net this morning? Are you about yet, Rich?
GW0JTU.
Oh, there's a big signal. GW0JTU. Good morning, Alan. Take yourself an over, sir.
M0 Whiskey Lima Golf, GW0JTU. Yes, okay, Paul. Not bad. I was trying to work earlier on there with 5 watts. Yesterday morning I came on. I didn't realise I'd been working on JT65 the night before. And I was working on the banjo with 5 watts. And I was getting quite some decent reports with it. I didn't realise until about midday that I was running only with 5 watts there. Weather conditions this side, it's about 12.5 degrees here. Grey overcast, but not raining at the moment. We'll have to have a look at the weather forecast later to see if we can get any good weather today. Back to you there, Paul. G0 Whiskey Lima Golf, GW0JTU.
Sure, that's an insult.
Yeah, it's Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Tony in the chair today, Alan. Paul, not Paul. He is here, but he's not in the chair today. Never mind. I got broad shoulders. Any more joiners for the horizontal net? It's Paul. It's Richard now. That's what the pings were. Mike Whiskey 0 X-Ray Delta Tango for a one and only, I believe. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
SSX.
Yeah, very good morning to Wolfie there as well. I'll just check all is well. I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go. Must be why. Yeah, very good morning, chaps. Yeah, just a one and only off to work and with Pete as well. He's going in early too, so bit of a minor disaster to sort out. So gonna have a very busy day of it. No feed up Friday today, I don't think. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for running the show there, Tony. Very good morning to all on frequency. Looks like there's some big signals there. Alan, very loud there, and so is Wolfie and Steve sounding good there. Morning, Steve. So very good morning to all on frequency, and have a cracking Feed Up Friday, and put your feet up for me and Pete. So we'll try and join you in that later, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, cheers for now there, Tony. Take care from MW0XDT.
Yeah, Mike Whiskey 0 XDT, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Well, it is Feed Up Friday for me because normally I have one of the grandkids on a Friday, but not this week. I've got the day off. So I have nothing to do, and in particular. So I've got the day to myself. So there we go. So over to Wolfie and the big signal on the calling, Wolfie. Seems to have some good signals this morning. A bit of propagation for a change. G4 Sugar X-Ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
M0 TPG G4 SSX returning. Very good morning to Richard. Very good morning, everybody. Good signals this morning. Worked a bit of the X, worked a Papa Tango and station in the east of the States, November 1. So there you are. Conditions were very good this morning, I must say. I got up a bit late, so that's why I missed them all. I was in QSO with Oscar Tango for Alpha, who has been so kind and gave me a valve, a big one. So I'm waiting for that to receive that one. Hopefully it's in good condition, because if not, the Royal Mail's going to suffer, because it's going to cost them an arm and a leg. So there you are. That is the story. Apart from that, all is well. WX, blue sky, windy, temperature about 15 degrees centigrade. The sun is shining for a change. So there you are. That's the story. M0 TPG G4 SSX in the group.
Yeah, G4 Sugar X-ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf with a pause, and 20 over there, Wolfie, booming into the 5 Valles of Stroud this morning. So that's the bottom of the list, so we'll call for any more joiners, and then we'll go back to the top. Any more joiners for the horizontal net this morning? Please call now. Nope, nothing heard. So up to the top of the list, and the usual man at the top, GW7FBV, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, from GW7FBV, leaving the gap. Yeah, Paul, if you can remember that bloke that does the deliveries, look up his truck cam, and he'll have that on board the vessel. So you can't only sort of talk to him, but you can watch him as well. So that's very good. They had the camera out there last time. Hang on, no, you're clicking noise, but anyway, everything seems to be working. Yeah, so you can watch them actually operate as well, and which is quite interesting. And but I can't remember his call sign, so if you want, Tony, I'll find out and send you an email later on with the information or a link to that camera. You have to go to his website in Clacton and do it that way. But you might be able to find it if you put in truck cam and do it that way. Anyway, back to you, Tony. Doing a good job from GW7FBV.
Yeah, GW7FBV, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. He might put 2 meters on later, and he might be around. I know he has that truck cam going. Because the guy he talks to regularly, a guy from Bristol into WR, they talk. They're always talking. He's talking about the truck cam, and they watch. The guy in Bristol watches where he is and where he's going. Yeah, I might put that on later. He might be on late morning. He's normally. I mean, I've never joined in. I just listen, shortwave listen. But yeah, I know he was talking about. They went over. It was a couple of months ago where they were over there. On the boat. They went over there for a long weekend or something and did some work there. So that would try Rob again and just see if he's sorted his problem out. 2 Whiskey 0 Golf India Mobile, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, Tony, he won't be on 2 meters. He's actually on the boat.
Oh, he's on there now, is he?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, as far as I know, about 4 or 5 of them out there.
Yeah, I did hear him talking weeks ago about it, and he was talking to this guy from Bristol about going over there, but I didn't realise he was over there at the moment. So, well, thanks for that. I'll try and look it up, or if I go on 2 meters and the guy that he talks to is on there, I can ask him what his call sign is. So that was what I was going to do. Steve, back to you.
Yep. Okay. Back to you.
Yeah, we'll just try Rob again and see if he's sorted his problem out. 2 Whiskey 0 Golf India, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. He cut out again, Paul, didn't he? I heard him say one word and then it cut out. G0 Whiskey Lima Golf, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, it's definitely something wrong there. Anyway, I'm falling asleep here, Tony. I'm going to have to get out and get something to eat because the wife's not in work today, so she's have a lay in till probably 9 o'clock, and if I don't have my potion soon, I should be twitching and banging my head against the wall and everything else, Tony. So I might be back, but I will try. But for now, I wish everybody 7-3 from G0 Whiskey Lima Golf. Back to you, Tony.
Morning, Paul.
Morning, Jeff.
Yeah, all right there, Paul, and yeah, you've been up all night. No wonder you're getting your brains fizzing. So there we go. Go and get some rest there, Paul. And we're going to see if Ray's still there, or whether he's moved off to 20 meters. G4 UYR, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. G4 UYR. He's gone off to 20 meters, I think. And up to Paul in South US, see if we get you a little bit better this time, Paul. 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf with 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike. Yeah, everybody seems to be coming through a little better now, Tony. So, yeah, I hope you're hearing me okay. It's pretty overcast here and windy. Looks like we've got a lot of rain through the night, so it looks like the weather has changed again here. But not too bad. It's mild at least there. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf with 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike.
Yeah, 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, all on the radio that time, 5 and 6 to 5 and 7, and all copied on the radio there, Paul. So not brilliantly strong, but quite readable. And let's see how we can get John, because he was coming through quite well earlier on. Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango. Anybody hear him?
Not here.
No, I thought I could hear a tiny little voice in there, but I'll just try him once more. Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango. Yeah, are you by? Oh, I think he's gone off for his medicine, I think. And that would go to Stuart G0. I'm under attack. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Okay, G0IUA, returning.
Yeah, all copied, and I'm hearing more or less everybody that comes on to varying degrees. So, it receives okay in the fence. It seems to do alright. But, yeah, the tower at the moment's only got the 5 over 5 to 6 metres on the tower. I don't have anything up HF on the tower at the minute. I've got to make a decision. I have a TV3 that I can put up that I've had forever, and that's still in pieces, or I might go for the hex speed. I have to decide yet. But at the moment, HF's covered by the button up and the barbed wire fence. So just keep playing, slowly get things back to normal again. As I say, the tower's only been up since last August, and it's holding up. But I shall probably make this the final, because by the time it gets round again, I might still be here. You can give me a call and see if I answer, but I might have had to shoot off. But thanks for bringing us in, giving us a quick report on the antenna and stuff. And yeah, all good. Oh, my weather, wet, Manchester weather. Like I say, I'm just about 11 kilometres north of Manchester. The thermometer is still telling me it's 16 degrees outside, which seems to have been constant for a couple of days, unless something's gone wrong with the machine. But it says it's 16 degrees and it's wet and grey at the moment. So I don't know what I'll do today. I might get out on the mountain bike and do a bit of get myself covered in mud. Good for my complexion when I get the mud on me. But anyway, nice chatting, and hope everybody's hearing me. And may not be here next time you shout, but you never know, I might be. From G0, I'm under attack.
Yeah, G0, I'm under attack, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and yeah, you went right down in the middle there, Stuart. I had to revert to Hack Green, but you came back up on the radio, and I just had a message from Rob, who's actually he's gone past you, Paul, and past me now. He said he's not in Wales mobile. He's actually on the way to Devon. And he's just gone past M5 Stroud Junction 16, like on Junction 13, but he's a little bit below me now. There we go. So that's where Rob is mobile, but he said he keeps cutting out on TX. He's struggling a bit. So over to Jeff 2E0 UKG, and I got a day home alone, Jeff.
It's brilliant, Tony. I love it. So because I'm going to pop up and see Sharon. I might be about an hour. I pull that lever on the side of the armchair and the old legs come up. I never get bored, Tony, but I don't have day or all day or all the week like you. But I treasure them odd hours. No disrespect, but I like a bit of quietness on my own. Lovely. She goes, "You've been asleep." Yeah, I just shut my eyes for a few minutes. I don't know if you had that splatter way back, and I started, so I got it on at green, but I started, switched that down and went on the radio, having a look round. I couldn't find nothing, only Gary's little gang on 69. I can't believe that would be it, but there was quite a bit of splatter just for a few minutes. You might not have got it, but it was heavy across that green. What else? Not too much else to say. I don't know what it's like. I don't think it's as good as it yesterday morning. Fantastic, wasn't it? Or the morning before. We've had one or two mornings, like the old days, really good condition. Morning to Wolf. I was up. I don't go up there very often. I spoke up on the barometric net yesterday, and I went up and listened this morning. Oh, Paul's running it. I didn't know if he still did. And I heard Wolfie say, "I'm going now. I'll make this a final. I'm going down to see Jeff and the gang below." So that was brilliant. So morning, Wolfie. M0TPG 2EZO UKG. Did you get the star?
Yeah, 2EZO UKG, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Yeah, I did. I got that. It was somebody right on top of us, wasn't it? But I don't know whether he was just on the upper side band or whether it was just somebody really, really close. But I was going to get Wolfie to go and shoo him away if he persisted. But it only happened twice. And then it stopped. So and I forgot all about it. I was busy thinking about other things. Yeah, I did on Hat Green and on, because I was flicking between Hat Green and the radio when Stuart was having his over, and it completely annihilated Stuart for but only sort of a couple of bursts. Up to Bridlington, 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
No.
2E0 Papa Charlie Lima. I think you waited for me to call Johnny. Good morning there, John. We'll have to Selvan over and then we'll go back to Gary up in Bridlington afterwards. G0 November Oscar Kilo Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yep, okay there. I thought Gary was transmitting, but maybe not. Maybe I didn't hear him correctly anyway. Maybe he was saying, pass it to me first, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Very good morning to you. Morning to the captain. Only just switched over here, so late on parade, but I've been on the UHS this morning on the mobile net. Take it away there, Tony, and go on round to Bridlington. G0NOK.
CBX.
Yeah, G0NOK, Mike 0 Tango Papa. We got Pam joining us now. Papa Bravo X-ray, write that down. And just excuse me a minute, Pam, because I'll keep it in order because I didn't have where to write you in there, so I've written you underneath Gary. We'll just go to Gary and have his proper over. 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
GCA. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima returning. Yeah, many thanks for that, Tony, and good morning to all the newcomers. All the tables moved quite well this morning. I was getting the same interference as you when Stuart was on, so I don't know if there's somebody trying to push it or not. Anyway, Steve, thank you for the information from Radio Caroline. If you could give me the frequency for 80 meters again next time it's your turn, that would be good. I've got the 40 meters frequency, and if you give me the 80, that'd be great. Good morning to Bob. You'll make it a second to Bridlington and
Morning, Gary.
3743. 3743.
You got GCA, Alan. Yeah, I got Alan in there, and I got you now as well there, Pete. 2E0 XP. I'll get right in a minute. Good morning, Alan. We'll get to you, Alan. in a second, but we've got to go to Pam first. M0, Papa Bravo X-Ray, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf from the group. Mike 0, Papa Bravo X-Ray. I was coming in after Jeff, actually, just to say, you deserve that. Sit down, put your feet up, Jeff. John's exactly the same. Loves a bit of peace and quiet. Not that I'm the noisy one, hi. I'll leave you all to decide on that, but he does like to be in a nice dark room by himself with his own thoughts. Wonderful times. Anyway, it's sun shining this morning and there's not a lot of wind blowing, but it's quite cool, but things are looking a bit better, I think. So, doing a good job. I'll go back to you, Tony, so that you can bring all the others in, because you've got a nice long queue with Alan and Pete there as well, and Wolfie. So, M0TPG, M0PBX, Pam in sunny Falmouth for a change.
Yeah, Mike 0, Papa Bravo X-Ray, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. It's dull and grey here at the moment. Hopefully it'll brighten up later. And that was over to Alan up in Diddington, M3GCA, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf, M3GCA. Well, you're coming through 20 over, no problem. I could just hear Pam, but not very strong. I could hear Gary, and I heard John, but only just switched on. I was just ordering something on eBay, so that's what I was doing while you were talking to the others, but it looks like being a decent day today. We had a mixed one yesterday, sun and showers, but I think today's going to be mostly dry there, Tony. M0TPG, M3GCA.
M3GCA, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf, and yeah, it was an awful day yesterday. It was some really heavy showers and wind. The wind got up, and it's done a bit of damage in the garden. It snapped one of the beans. The runner beans were almost got. I had to put hammer another post in to hold them up, and then the French beans that I'm growing in a couple of bags there, they went over. I had to pick them back up. So yeah, it was a rough old day yesterday. And that was over to Pete, 2E0XPR, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Tony. Morning, everyone. And just a one and only, Tony. I did hear that noise as well. What it seemed like to me was somebody contest calling. Whatever the guy was saying, he said it the same thing 2 or 3 times. That's what it sounded like to me, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But hearing everyone so far anyway, Tony. I did hear Alan shouting a couple of times. Actually, he shouted in just prior to Pam. But there you go. No problemo. Okay, Tony, I'll say some 3, and I might be listening for a minute or two. I've got half a cup of tea left, and I'm going to make a move. 2E0XPR.
Cheers, Pete.
Morning, Pete.
Yeah, 2E0XPR, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, it did sound a bit. I thought the same as there, Pete. It did sound what the was. It was all it was the same thing, three separate times, wasn't it? So there we go. Anyway, over to Alan and the other Alan, GW0JTU, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf, GW0JTU. Got it right this time, Tony. As I said, the weather conditions are not great here. We're hoping for a bit better weather. And quite a few of the buttons this morning there. Well, I still got this cold. Still can't get rid of it. It's only a bit of a cough now. It's not, I have no sore throat with it. It's just a bit of a chesty cough. But there was a comment I wanted to make, but I've forgotten what it is. It must have been a lie. I've forgotten what it is anyway. Everybody's coming through very, very strong here this morning, Tony, and conditions are fairly reasonable with me. M0TPG, GW0JTU.
Yeah, GW0JTU, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. Sorry you're not still feeling too good, but glad you're on the mend there, Alan. And 5 and 9 plus 10 there, all the way through. Lovely signal. Over to Wolfie, and you're going to be swinging the bats today, Wolfie. G4 Sugar X-Ray, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
M0TPG, 84 X-Ray, very good morning to the newcomers to Pam. Opposites attract, Pam. I used to be the noisy one, and my wife used to be the quiet one. and we've used the other way round, so there you are, anyway. Well, I might play a couple of holes for practice. I normally go up there and play 3 holes. I played Monday, I played Tuesday, I played a few holes. I played Tuesday 18 holes, Wednesday I played a few holes, 3 holes. Thursday, yesterday I played 18 holes, and today I'm going to go up there if the weather's okay and play a couple of holes just for practice. And of course I play Saturday as well, so there you are, that's the story. Anyway, practice makes permanent. On the 19th of this month, got to defend my Haste Hill Open title, which I won last year, so I want to be ready for that. And I've done exactly the same last year. You know, I practiced and practiced and practiced, and of course, what they say, practice makes permanent. Doesn't make perfect, but permanent. So there you are, that's the story. Anyway, back to you, Tony. I'm 0TPG, G4SSX.
Yeah, G4 Sugar X-Ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and it's good that you can still get out there and do it, and play 18 holes, Wolf, well done. And at that, we'll call for any more joiners for the horizontal net this morning. Please call now.
Morning, Tony.
Morning, Harold. M30PW, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. I was shoving over, Harold.
Yeah, very good morning there, Tony. Yeah, it's the first time I've been on HF for 3 or 4 weeks now there, but I thought I'd just give it a whirl this morning and try and pull myself together and get back into operation again there, Tony. So all sounding very good this morning there, Pete, yourself, there, Jeff, and Paul and quite a few others there. Sorry if I'm a bit stammery this morning, but I've got me brain in gears again there, Tony. Back to you.
Yeah, M30PW, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Cracking signal, Harold. 5 in 9 plus. Lovely signal, Harold. And doing well. And hopefully you're not suffering too much with the noise on receive. So at that, we'll go to the top of the list and back up to Steve, GW7FBV, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, from GW7FBV. Gary, regarding on 80 metres, they may change frequency, so you may have to tune around for them. But they're on 400 watts, the full legal power, so you shouldn't have a problem picking them up unless the band is very bad. But anyway, have a look around, and they should be around you all day and late into the night. I normally leave it late into the night, then there's not many people on, so I can have a chat with them. But anyway, yeah, and the cam is a truck cam, so you might be able to watch them as well. So anyway, back to you, Tony. I haven't done the weather. Hang on, well, let's do the weather. 15.3 degrees and rising, 4 mile per hour, and 10 on the barometric pressure, and I'm not sure if it's rising or going down. Yeah, it's on the rise. Anyway, back to you, Tony. Doing a good job from GW7FBV.
Yeah, GW7FBV, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Oh, I thought I heard a little somebody call in there. Was there somebody trying to call in? Go again?
No, Gary said cheers, Steve.
That's what it was. Well done. And you had the volume control on my hat green there goes up and down on its own. I just didn't touch that, and it shot up there. That's what you probably heard that big echo coming in. It's meant to be Rob next, but I don't know whether to call Rob in or not because he's struggling to transmit. So and he's probably well down south of Bristol by now. But I might get him. Mike 2E0 Golf India. Mike 0 Mobile. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. No, you heard him crackling through there, Rob. You're not CXing, I don't think. Well, you were for about 2 words, but then it cut out again, Rob. Try again. No, he's not. I'm not getting it. 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike. We'll move on down the list. 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. You there, Paul? 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and Rob's just typing away to me at the moment. We'll get his, he'll send his message to me in a minute. And okay on the electronic postcard. Yeah, I got a card when my daughter and the family were out in Spain. I got a postcard from them with a picture of the grandkids in the pool, and I thought, well, that was good. And then I thought that got here quite well. And then I realised it was actually, when I looked at it close, it was actually posted in Jersey. So it got here before they got back. They did it all over the internet. I think you can, there's an advert on the telly at the moment for it as well. Over to I shan't say his names because we'll get the wrong man. Over to the man in Falkirk. Mike 6, Delta Bravo Tango. Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Radio Caroline is on 3741.5.
Go ahead, Mike 6, Delta Bravo Tango. Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. Anybody getting him? No, we'll move on down, and I don't think Stuart's going to be there. He said he might have wandered off, so G0, I'm IUA, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf. No, he said he was going to move. Over to you, Jeff. 2E0 UKG, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Oh, okay. I was just texting Rob because he's possibly on the 7300. On the 7300 at Darrell. And a lot of RF, and it cut out and in. I got a bit more than a couple of words from him, Tony, on listening as if we're at war. And I've just texted him. A lot of RF could damage your radio. I wouldn't try. He's slapped it in mobile and it ain't working. Something ain't right there, Rob. Bad connections, picking up mass RF, and we wouldn't want that to damage your new little radio. So just a warning, thought I'd text and say that. Yeah, I heard Harold. Don't know if he's got the computer, he's got everything. You can have Act Green. I know people don't like listening on Act Green. I do, more on the radio sometimes, because I don't miss a trick then. And I've got extension speakers, I can turn up and down. I could have a switch to switch it off. But I can hear myself coming back, and if I don't, I think we're all broke down. So I'm used to that. But a stomping signal, Harold, big signal. I reckon you're on a linear, because it's real wide base signal, but the audio, I didn't look up, but the audio was astounding. It was really strong, Harold, if you can hear me. That was M3OPW at Piddle Trenthai. M0TPG, 2E0UKG.
Yeah, 2E0UKG, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Oh yeah, Rob's just text me back saying no good. Put the fish mic in instead of he's getting 13 volts into the rig. but it must be the antenna problem, so no good. So there we go. And he's somewhere down south of Bristol now, Jeff. He said he was by junction 16, so he's down Bristol way. He's well below that now. Right, now over to John, G0NOK. Did you notice when I called the other John, I didn't use his name? G0NOK, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yes, I did actually there, Tony. Good idea. Or adding in the folk bit helps at any rate. Even if you did mention the name, probably. In my stupefied state. I won't try and double with him and try and remember where I am on the list. But when you're the first time round and you haven't heard who's in the order, it does get a bit confusing. But anyway, I apologise. Stomping over John, poor old John up there in Falkirk. Well, I did hear him the other day, direct, which I thought was quite brilliant. So I hope he's going to go on to take the intermediate and get a bit more power, because that would be lovely then. He'll be as strong as Paul sometimes is. But yeah, they both want to go right way through and get the full license, which would be good. So there we go. What else is there to say? Good signals otherwise. Gary was a bit of a struggle. About the only other station in Bridlington there. But you're doing a grand job there, Tony. What's the time doing? 7:48. Oh, it'll be time to go round again. Back on round to you again. M0TPG G0NOK in the group.
Yeah, G0NOK, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Lovely signal there, John will copy. And yeah, it's quite a leap from the foundation to the intermediate. It's from 10 to 50. It makes quite a difference, doesn't it? So there we go. Anyway, on down the list, and next is Gary up in Bridlington. And did you get the frequency? Wolfie went off and found them and relayed the frequency there, Gary. 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, 2E0 Papa Charlie Lima, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. And I'll just go down to Wolfie. Can you just repeat that frequency again for Gary? G4 Sugar X-ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Unusual.
Yeah. You have to wait a little bit longer, Gary. I think you'll probably find them where they are. Did you hear what Wolfie said, Steve, GW7FPV?
He said 3741.6, but I'm not sure what he was talking about. That's where one of our lights is there at the moment, but I think Gary wanted Caroline, which is last night they were on 3743, but I'm not sure where they could be on today. It just literally depends on who's on there, so they might change frequency. They're using SPE linear amps, so they're all automatic, so they can just go on to frequency and key up and it tunes automatically. Back to you, Tony, from GW7 FPV.
371.5.
There you go, Gary. Yeah, 3741.5 is where Wolfie reckons they are. Hopefully you've got that. And we'll go on down to Pam. Mike 0 Papa Bravo X-ray. Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
I just worked them, that's why I know.
Right, got you on that one, Wolfie. M0TPG in the group, M0PBX returning. Well, You're doing well with all the signals this morning. They're not all coming in very clearly to us this morning, unfortunately. Gary's a bit light, and so is Alan a bit light this morning, which is a shame. But JTU, having gone into the hills rather than the valleys, is a superbly clear signal, which is absolutely great. And Wolfie, you're doing a lovely job with your golf. I know my dear old dad, unfortunately a long time ago now he's gone, but he was still playing golf up to 84. He never believed in using a caddy. He had a hip replacement at 80, but was still determined. He'd been a member of the golf club all his life. He was the honorary secretary for years, and they made him an honorary member, Wolfie. That saved a lot of money over the last 20 years. But right up to 84, he was still carrying half a set of clubs round on his shoulder and playing, as he said, it was a good day he'd play 6 or 8, and other days 10 or 12. But if you can do it and keep up, it certainly keeps you fit. And good on you. Get your practice in and hope you do well with your Open Championship. You might win more than a Chinese meal this next time. Anyway, here's the man himself.
Yeah, it's a very good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tony. Tony, you're crystal clear with us, and like Pam said, some are down and some are up, but Alan's very, very clear there. Jeff, I have one of those recliners in my playroom. Wonderful. I can lay back and get away from all the buzz and listen to a bit of classic FM, and yes, so comfortable. Yeah, well done, Tony. Mike 3 JBX, thanks, Pam.
And nice to hear Harold on this morning. Welcome back to 3760, Harold. We've missed your dulcet tones. And Jeff, if you contact him again, M1...
Good morning, Pam.
Him, and we'd love to hear him. And also 2-0-LOV. It's always nice to hear Jimmy. But you're doing a super job, Tony, so back to you, because I'm sure you'll be up to finals now anyway. So M0TPG, having a lovely day by himself. M0PBX, Pam in Falmouth.
What's wrong with Led Zeppelin?
M0 Papa Bravo X-Ray and M3 JBX, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, and everybody, we'll just go down to our audios at the bottom of the list in a minute, and then we'll go back to the top for the finals. So next on the list is Alan, M3 GCA, and 2 Alans together, but M3 GCA's first. Over to you, Alan.
Yeah, M0TPG, M3GCA. Yeah, I just went to where GB5 RC is operating, and they were coming through virtually N scale, talking to somebody near Manchester, and I agreed with him and then called for more people. Several went back to him, and he disappeared, and I just kept flicking back there and not heard anything. So whether he's moved frequency or not, I don't know, but it was N scale, so it was funny that he just dropped out. So okay there, Tony, I think this will be the last one. Thanks for the good call. I'm going to have another listen for GB5, see if we can find them, and I bid you all 7-3. Thanks for ringing the net this morning. M0TPG, M3GCA.
Cheers, Alan.
Yeah, cheers, Alan. Take care. All the best, and thanks for calling in. And just a comment, just go back, step back a bit to Pam, and I forgot to mention, and nobody mentioned it, you mentioned about 2E0LOV, and actually he was listening on Hat Green yesterday and the day before. He was on there, Pam. And I did prompt somebody to mention it, but he didn't get around to reading it in time. So just quickly back to you for comment on that, Pam. M0 PBX, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Yeah, got you on all that, Tony, and yes, it would be nice to hear him, because he was always chirpy boy from his M6 up through to his 2E0, and he was even in contact before he went on holiday, and texted us when he was on holiday. So yeah, just another one that cheery voices come through, and you miss when they're not there, Tony. M0TPG, M0PBX.
Yeah, M0PBX, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, he was listening on the Hat Green. He had his call sign on there a couple of days ago for several days, but no TX. There we go. So I was trying to get him to get his picture taken at Chepstow at the bottom of the steps there where the 2 serpents' heads are, because I got a picture lent against that myself, and I just thought it'd be good. I don't know, hopefully the Indians didn't get it. So over to Alan, the other Alan, GW0 JTU, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf, GW0 JTU. Yes, okay, Tony. Conditions here are brightening up a little bit. It's beginning to get a little bit brighter. The temperature's gone up about half a degree. But the all conditions here, not too bad. Good morning to Pam there. I can hear Pam there, 5 and 9, no problem at all there. And as I moved out of that valley up to the top of the hill here, it's made one massive difference with my DX as well throughout the world, to be honest. I'm hearing a lot more I wasn't hearing previously. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say 70C's there, Tony. Let you carry on with the net there. I'm going to finish a nice cup of coffee here. M0TPG, GW0JTU.
Cheers, Alan.
Yeah, GW0JTU, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun with the radio. Now you're at the top of the hill there, Alan. And all the best. Take care. And I'll over to Wolfie. And yeah, well done on words. I might go and have a try at that later. I want to see if they're about. G4 Sugar X-ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa. Right, he's gone up there again. G4 Sugar X-ray. Over to Harold now. And you're talking on your own radio today instead of mine there, Harold. M30PW, Mike 0 Tango Papa.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, that's right there, Tony. Yeah, I'm on the 37600. IC7300 there. Yes, very good indeed there. No problems at all there. And a very good morning to you there, Pam. I can't hear you there reasonably well this morning there. M0PBX from M3OPW.
M0PW and 0PBX, yes, got to come and acknowledge that. John wants to say good morning as well. Nice to hear your dulcet tones back on again. We've missed you, Harold.
Yes, very good morning, Harold. Nice to hear you, mate. Nice to hear you back, and I heard you weren't too well, so let's hope you're progressing, in the right direction. Mike 3JBX, back to Pam.
Yeah, and this is M0PBX. Wishing you well, Harold, and back to you, M3OPW.
Yeah, I can hardly hear her now there, Tony. Something's gone and drift again, over.
Yeah, she could drop down with me as well, Harold, actually, so there we go. Anyway, after that, we'll move to the top of the list, and it's 2 minutes to 8, so I take it we're going to go once more down for the finals, and then I'm going to sign. So, GW7FPV, Mike 0 Tango Papa.
I'll say 7-3, Tony, and speak to you all again maybe tomorrow morning. Cheers now.
Yeah, okay, cheers, Harold. Over to you, Steve. GW7FPV, Mike 0 Tango Papa.
Yeah, bye, Harold. Hope you get better soon. From GW7FPV, well, mate, it's the last one. No kipper for you today, Tony. Anyway, 73, all have a good one, and speak to you all in the morning. GW7FPV, now clear.
Cheers, Steve.
Yeah, cheers, Steve. Take care. And I think Richard's going to, as long as he doesn't get called out to work, he's going to run it tomorrow. And Jeff on Sunday. So that's the plan. I think we worked out yesterday. That will go up to South East for the final. 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, 2 Mike 0 Tango November Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Enjoy it. If we don't speak to you tomorrow, there, Paul, enjoy your weekend, and the normal service will be resumed shortly. We'll see if John, I said his name now, Mike 6 Delta Bravo Tango in Falkirk. Are you still with us? No, nothing heard. And Stuart, I don't think Stuart's with us anymore. G0IOUA, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf for a final. No, they're all dropping. And we'll go to Jeff 2E0 UKG, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
Okay, Tony. with amateur radio, I've been doing much for a year or two, especially the last year. Each side of this frequency. I've got a one channel 990, Tony. It's 3760. But what I was going to get to is this. Once upon a time, it's always there, it's Tugboat to Towner. And we've been there, done that. And so's Wolfie, but he's still there doing it again, isn't he? He loves it. And it's no good me going on there trying to DX on what should be 50 watts. And, stuck in the middle there, because it's usually a crucial time that you've got to be decent enough to get in. So I don't bother, and I don't want to get up for it anyhow. But the point I'm going to get to now is, never hear it mentioned much. I bet you come across it in your exams, Tony. We used to talk a lot about grain losses. I don't know if I knew what we were on about, but some grains we did were not as good reflector or whatever as t'others. And then the other story on 11 metres, so I wish I lived up on that hill. Look where that bungalow is up there. I could have a aerial up there, and I could hear the world. And Brian did, where he had that caravan in the field. He could hear all Birmingham coming back. Kid. And it was that much. He was buried in noises. But he used to annoy me when the conditions come in, which was every night after tea. The Americans come in. Jeff would be on in a bit. I don't think he could hear you. And I couldn't. And down here in the Tane, stuffed and hid away. And I thought, well, yeah. So on HF, on 80 metres or wherever we was, I think it was 40 or 80. It would be nice to be 8 of the Tane. But then, talking to Mick, who's an older G, I don't mean in age, but he's been a G for a long, long time, who lives near me, and he said, in all Banburyshire, that's what we call the area, because we're so close to, within a mile of Northamptonshire and a mile of Warwickshire, we're a little, what they call Banburyshire, on the edge of Oxfordshire. In all the town, the best station, he thought, because on 380 feet ISL, and then below us is the Cherwell Valley. That's the name of our council. And the best station on 11 metres is right down low by the river out of town on wet, low lossy grain. So it ain't all about height, but if you're low, like your man was, Alan, and buried in a lot of bricks and mortar, it's not easy. Saying that, you might not have been here, going on a bit, but Adrian come on from Banbury. She comes in vertical. And I go, who? Steady across the town, could hardly hear it. Adrian! Oh, hello, Adrian. And he'd come in on the side of me running a net a few weeks ago. He said, it's Adrian Jeff. I can never remember his call sign. He's an M0 now. He's mostly a 2E when he used to come on here. And he said, I'm on the Isle of Wight on that vertical. And he was coming in great, Tony. So, losses, the best thing I think is like Pam when she's, not today, but when she's out on the seas. That's brilliant, isn't it? So the only thing I could do like you, Pam, is sit with one foot in a bowl of water. M0 TPG 2E0 UKG. I just had a quick over, Tony.
2E0 UKG, Mike 0 Tango Pablo, and all copied there, Jack. And we ain't got much water under here where I am. It's as dry as a bone, and drains away because of the Cotswold stone. It drains away ever so quick. Got a bit of soil on the back garden, most of that, so I put it there. And it comes in bags, but out the front, on the lawn, it don't need many days of sunshine and that grass is dead, or yellow. So it drains away really, really well out the front. So over to John, G0NOK for a final, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. He fell it's 820NOK. Are you buying? Yeah, I didn't. He didn't sign, did he? Over the PAM final. Mike 0, Papa Bravo X-ray. Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf, Mike 0, Papa Bravo X-ray. Yeah, they've come and they've gone. And we did hear Richard coming in very briefly. He sounded harassed, poor lad, this morning, didn't he? Fancy going in for a group of emergencies. I keep thinking about him with all these remote controls getting posted down in various places by the residents and trying to find them, hey-ho. And sounds as though he's been busy with the Wi-Fi there. So let's hope Pete doesn't have a day of swimming today as well as fishing, and that we get some nice pictures of his fishing. No doubt he's up to that today. So it's 7-3 from me, and
thank you very much, Tony. Mike 3 JBX, back to Pam.
Yeah, well done, Tony. Enjoy your quiet day by yourself. You deserve it. M0TPG, M0PBX. 7-3, Tony. Thanks.
Yeah, 0PBX and M3JBX, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Yeah, I haven't really thought about what I could do yet for a day on my own. So the wife's going out tonight as well. She's only coming home to get changed, and then she's going out. So I got the evening as well. So there we go. Anyway, over to Wolfie for a final. G4 Sugar X-ray, Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf.
M0TPG, G4SSX returning. I've just been looking. There's a World War II aeroplane flying around. You can hear it on the sound. And he's circling. He's probably landing at North Holt Aerodrome. So there you are. That's the story. Anyway, thanks for running the net, Tony. And catch you all in the morning. Probably I'm a little bit pushed because playing golf early in the morning. So there. With that, I wish everybody a very good morning. 7-3, catch you tomorrow morning. May God go with you. M0TPG, G4S6 signing, and here's my cup of coffee. Cheers all.
7-3 Wolf.
Yeah, 73 Wolf. All the best. Take care. And I'm going to make a move now and go and get myself another cup of coffee. And I'm a bit dry. This is Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf signing clear of the horizontal net. Hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. And I think we're in the capable hands of Richard tomorrow. So all the best, everyone. 73 Mike 0 Tango Papa Golf. Off and clear. Bye.
Oh, I've got company, Tony. I've got Alicia here. Say hello to Tony.
No.
No?
Hello.
Got it, Tony. A quick hello.
Yeah, hello, Alicia. This is Tony. I hope you're looking after your Grampy, or great-Grampy, I think. All the best. Take care.
Hey, take care.
Ticket.
Say it properly.
Ticket.
Ticket. Ticket. There's a lady on here called Pam. Say morning, Pam.
What?
No, Pam.
Pam.
How old are you then? You 11? How old are you? 5. Yeah. With blondie hair. Boy. 7-3 does.
Oh, well, in that case, you've cracked it.
Yeah, so as long as I hope I don't lose the 50p piece.
God, heaven forbid.
Yes, she's looking chunky.
Trying to get back to the other side.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Never.
I think so, yeah.
And what about the bloody parrot?
I don't know about her.
We forgot about that parrot.
We never forget about a parrot.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody thing.
God, we had a parrot here once. One of Iris's mates went on holiday and asked us to look after it. It was comical. Within about the 10 days that we had it, it had taken off the microwave. Bing! It had taken off the doorbell. Flipping amazing little beast, you know?
I'll tell you a little story about a parrot.
Yeah?
No, another time. Take too long.
Anyway, so there we are. Rather a grey day in the valleys, it appears. I think it's slightly brighter here.
Yes, it's bright here. My intention is to undertake some washing today.
Oh?
I want to do some with this foot. It's stinging. Last night I wet it for the first time in 3 weeks.
Tell me, Holly, did they not say ongoingly that you could dab something on there? You know, like, I'd like you, I thought, I wonder if you dabbed iodine on it.
I couldn't run fast enough to keep up with the burning peg.
Yeah, that'd make your eyes water, boy.
Yeah, and I put it on my foot to do the same.
Now that's what you want. I know I'm going to get you some iodine.
Yeah. This begs the question which I was going to ask you, which was, can you recommend applying anything? Because Glennis keeps going on about Germany and so anything bloody greasy, horrible mess attracts dirt. No.
Yes, I'm tending to agree with you there. Something that you could just dab on. I don't know, other than that, what a TCP.
Well, there's plenty of that round here. These damn cats are a nuisance.
God. My flipping that old... Remember me telling you about my old Auntie Edna, who used to... She had very bad teeth, and she'd sort of gargle with TCP. And Auntie Ed always smelled of TCP for 30, 40 years.
Horrible.
I always remember my dad was in the hospital once, and I was speaking to him there. And old Auntie Ed, his sister, came in, and he said, "Oh, God," he said, "keep her away." He said, "The fumes will bloody kill me."
Yeah. Yeah, what did she obviously have some gum disease or something?
Yeah. Always, everybody remembers Auntie Ed. Always the TCP, smell.
Awful. She obviously liked it.
Yeah, didn't mind it at all. I don't know about my Uncle Arthur. Maybe, obviously he didn't mind it too.
Well, it gave him an excuse not to bother.
I was Malcolm's parents, Holy. Remember Malcolm?
Which Malcolm?
My eldest cousin, Malcolm.
No.
Married Carol, blonde girl from Penarth. But you did meet him over the years, on an occasion.
Possibly, but I've no recollection.
Yeah, well, see, he was a few years older than us, having said that, but God, he was a well-known figure.
I'm just 1 second. We were just to pull you back to the question. I was wondering whether to sort of soak it in warm water for 10 minutes, just water because I washed it last night. Did I wash it with shampoo of all things? I thought, I'll get that dirt off. Well, maybe I got some of that in the cut. I don't know.
I don't know, boy. My granny Granny would always say, salt water, nothing else.
I know. Well, that's what I would have used normally, but I don't want to leave any of the residue there because it stings and it burns.
Oh, don't be such a bloody baby. A strong saline solution, that's what you want. Just keep it in there, let it sting. It won't sting for very long once you get your foot out.
The residue will irritate it. I need something to calm it.
Oh, you'll be all right. Just salt water will be fine. It'll sting for a minute. You're a soldier, you'll be all right. You're from Cardiff.
You mean Cardiff, where they do your redding?
Yeah, like, and they blames the government.
The guy blames the government. I think it's disgusting.
I saw one of the old boys from work yesterday in B&Q.
Oh, the old boy, yeah?
Bloody hell of a boy. Barry Kennard, his name was. And I was at the checkout, and it was a Wednesday. I didn't realise anything of it. But I was just about to put my card in to pay for a couple of things, and he leapt over the barrier. He said, "Hang on, Chris," and he had a card, and he offered it up to some scanner, and he said, "There we are," and the girl said, "Oh, you got 10% off." He was always a bit of a sharp boy, you know, and he said, "Yeah, every Wednesday, if you get a card, you have 10% off."
This is B&Q, and if you're an old bugger, you didn't qualify.
I did. She duly gave me the 10% off.
Yeah, but he had a card. So, anyway, you wouldn't have qualified had your old Oppo not put the card through, though.
No, quite so. I said, "Well, thank you very much, Barry. Let's go and have a chat outside." Anyway, he reported on a lot of the boys, some of the sales reps that you might have come across, mostly engineers that I knew. Everybody was kind of ticking over, you know.
Oh, they're still there?
Yeah. All the baby boomers now really are just about all retired now, you know.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There's hardly any bugger working these days.
Well, there is. I mean, because most of the controls now are actually in Cardiff Stadium, you know.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the blokes. Most of the blokes in Wales, as far as I could see, let alone areas of England, are controlled from Cardiff, you know.
Oh, right. People who have to go into the city battle the traffic every day.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was always a problem, you know. But most of them seem to take the train, you know.
Yes, very, very wise.
Look at that, 42 across from Rome.
Yeah, Serbia and all these places. They have it warm there.
Well, it was 43 in Seville.
Yes, I saw. But it won't last. It'll all be... There'll be a lot of thunder and lightning.
Yeah. You been down to the south of France at all?
No. I've been to Seville once, but only passing through.
Having said that, Howley, didn't you hire Malcolm's villa once?
No, would have done, but somebody else was in it, so he put us in touch with somebody else, and it was bloody awful.
Ah, right. That's what happened, was it?
Yeah, in the same block.
Did you actually see Malcolm's villa?
Yeah, well, it was a few floors up, but we knew people we knew there were people in it, so I didn't bother to knock the door or anything.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be a smashing, beautiful villa. Howley, I remember years and years ago being in the pub with him, and him saying, you know, "Oh, I don't know what to do." I said, "Go for it, go on," because it was his hobby, making money, you know. And he bought it for about, I think it was 35,000 quid, you know, and it was about 4 or 5 bedroom with a swimming pool overlooking the beautifully positioned and everything. He never looked back, you know.
No, I'm confused now. It's not the place. No, I never went there. Never knew where it was. Had no notion of it. I'm getting mixed up with a different one.
This was in, I used to always say nurture to him, you know, and he'd say, no, it's not, nacha, you know. But I think my missus and her mates went there once, and she said a bloody spanking place, you know. Well, it was then, you know. I mean, it was £500,000 in the end, you know.
Yeah, the only recollection I have is not of that place at all, but of the apartment.
Really?
Did he have? He must have had an apartment there as well, then.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes, he did. Thinking about it, yes. A number of years later, he did. He bought an apartment there. That's right.
That's the only place my recollection extends to.
I did tell you Malcolm died earlier this year, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, terribly sad. He was a bloody great. He was a hell of a boy, you know.
I know you nearly burnt his house down, didn't you?
Well, he nearly burnt his own house down inadvertently. I was only an instrument of, of fortune.
Instrument of combustion.
Of wiring, yes.
Yeah. Do you know, every time I wire anything with current now, I remember that, although it's not very frequent these days, I remember your experience.
A salutary tale, boy. If you're using 6mm, do not use any joins, you know, and he was a bugger. He put me up to that, and I didn't know, you know, and I only found out years after, you know.
Yeah, I know, but yes, never any joins in the ceiling space anyway.
No, quite so.
Anyway, yes, that was a lesson I learned, boy.
Tell you what, did I tell you about that lighting fault that Claire had in her house in Miskin?
Was that the new place?
New house. Anyway, they were in it a couple of weeks, you know, and she said, half the lights had gone off in the kitchen. I said, oh, right, okay. She said, well, you know, and I said, well, what happened then? Well, she said, outside the kitchen was her downstairs loo. And Darren, her husband, reached up, and in changing the bulb, can't remember what it was, he just touched it or pulled the light fitting. Didn't think anything of it. And half the lights went off in the kitchen. I go, oh, it's not going to be much. Well, it was absolutely horrendous. I'm glad. I said, well, I don't mind having a bash, you know, because it's only bloody looped around. But it looked as though there was continuity in the three dead lights in the kitchen, and then it must have been somehow linked, because this was the kitchen area was an extension on the original house, and it was obviously open circuit from the last point in the kitchen to the bathroom. Absolutely horrendous. Everything was screwed down with this bloody rubbish MDF. Well, I said, oh, honey, you know, I think you're going to have to start cutting. Oh, well, all right, Dad. She said, well, I was off down here. She said, Darren's mate, he's an electrician in work, so I'll get up. He was up there 2 days trying to find that fault. He had to cut bloody flooring and everything, you know.
Blooming awful people. Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't imagine. It's just simple wiring, isn't it?
Yeah, easy to bugger it up, though.
There must have been a connection strip to extend the lighting spur into the kitchen. And God knows, I never got to the bottom of it. I'd love to have a word with the chap to see exactly what was wrong in the end, you know?
Yes, well, this is the trouble. Cowboy building work and electrical work. This is why the government had clamped down on it, allegedly.
But 2 days he was there.
Yes, well, that cost him a pretty penny.
It was a thank you job because he was a mate of Darren's, you know, but normally, well, I mean, what can you do? You'd have to pay the money.
You would. Yeah. Noise has dropped a bit now.
Ah.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Oh, it dropped nearly an S point now, so thank the Lord for that.
And what about on the loop?
Oh, I haven't switched to the loop.
Go, boy, go.
No, I can't be bothered. The loop's on the other radio anyway. The loop is all right. It'll do for difficult situations.
What are you going to finally be kind of end up? Which transistors are you going to use that you're going to use them and not bugger about anymore with any other kinds?
Don't know. I haven't told you the whole story with that because yesterday I did some further testing.
Oh, right, okay.
I thought, I wonder what the input impedance of this amplifier is.
You were about to measure the input impedance when I think I wished you farewell and I said I'd speak to you tomorrow.
Yes. Well, it was interesting.
And what value, pray, was it?
Pick a frequency.
Not 27.
No, it was very close to 27, but only on top band.
Right. Oh, right, okay.
Down at 200 kilohertz, it was about 20... I've got it written here. About 20 ohms. Above about 7 meg, well, it went into kind of a super gain mode. It actually, no, I couldn't work this out. The amount of RF increased. Sorry, the gain increased as the value of this. The impedance, the source impedance, went up. So I thought it was on the verge of oscillation.
And it was it?
Well, what I did in the end, I shunted it with a 100 ohm resistor and remeasured, and the input impedance goes kind of super high at in the upper HF range.
Hence small gain?
Yeah, well, yes, but also instead of it being terminating the SIG Jenny rather nicely in 50 ohms, it's now terminating in about a meg ohm. So you've got another 6 dB there of signal. So basically, that distorted all the results I was getting when I was testing its gain performance.
How'd you get off over the business that your SIG Jenny's 50 ohm then?
Well, that's what it's supposed to be for normal testing.
Yeah.
Well, there are two ways of doing it. You either put very high value series resistor in and have very little signal, or you do what I did and shunt the output of it with a 10 ohm resistor. Then the SIG Jenny source looks more like 10 ohms, so it's less affected by the changing impedance of the load.
Yes, totally with you. Yes, wonderful idea. Okay. Oh, well.
Of course, the voltage then that you apply to the device under test is significantly less because you just shunted. You've got a 50 ohm resistor from the source with a 10 ohm to deck, so you've only got a 20% of the original signal left.
Right. Yes, I'm totally with you. So what transistors are you going to plumb on?
Well, it's not that vital, provided they can handle
the frequency. I've actually got a couple of 4427s in there, but I've throttled the current back to about 25 milliamps instead of the 50 because they get too hot.
Are they the VHF ones?
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
But even now, it's still an LF amplifier, but I only ever wanted it for that anyway. So it's fine for 10 megs and below. Above that, the gain still drops off. But, of course, the loop, the interesting thing is that the impedance of the amplifier goes up, the input impedance goes up, but of course, as you go up in frequency, but of course the impedance of the loop also goes up, and the relative efficiency of the loop goes up. So, in some ways, they kind of compensate for each other, you know?
Yeah, I know. But really, Harry, you don't want much gain at the top end, do you, as you go higher in frequency?
Oh, no, I'm talking about up to 28. After that, you want the gain to drop like a stone, which it does.
Ah, right. Okay. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay.
But it's been interesting playing around with it. But it does generate its own noise, which is the limiting factor, really. And all of the transistors generate noise, and there's not a lot of difference between them. There's a couple of microvolts of noise it generates, wide band noise, which, of course, is not all that useful at HF.
No, this noise that it generates, is that measurable? Can you see it on the X meter, God forbid?
Yes. Normally it would read 0, but if I put the preamp on say this band, it comes up to S3.
Right, okay. Well, that's more than 1 microvolt then, isn't it?
Yes, it's a couple of microvolts. So that would ultimately, that's the limiting factor. It's a wide band, high noise amplifier.
But but the beauty of it, as you say, is that you can sort of sweep across broadly the spectrum and not get any gain drops, which would be nice.
It does what it's supposed to do, which is effectively amplify. It acts as a marvelous receive aerial if you just want to receive, modest to strong signals from DC to 30 megs, and it does that. So you can't ask any more of it, I think.
No, and you'll be jolly okay with Radio Caroline signal.
Yes, I have to say that without the local noise here, I don't see a great benefit.
Signal to noise? In
any regard.
It's strange, isn't it? And yet, I'm sure Ian, and Stevie Boy and that, they swear by them,
Yeah, not evaluated on 160, I must add. I'm referring in particular to my experiences on this band of 40.
Yeah. Oh, well, you just have to get a top band dipole up.
Yes, absolutely, so that I can join the people on 33.
Well, there were a couple of the boys on last night. I heard Tony Preston and Kenny and all that. I think it was they were having a laugh,
Yeah, as they do.
Yeah.
Not a lot of lightning about Europe this morning.
No, I didn't see anything on the weather map.
So it's all going to end in trouble. I knows it is with this heat.
Oh, I knows you know.
And it's going to be lots of that white stuff flashing around.
Oh, you can't be a nice bit of flashing.
I know.
Oh,
don't say nothing.
Oh, all right. Well, the conditions were all right this morning. We worked the West Coast, in all fairness. Dear Theo was on from Belgium with his Argus, and me and Rog joined in. A couple of the boys joined in for a couple of contacts, so it was okay. Great for summer conditions,
Marvellous. Flipping marvellous. This foot is burning and driving me around the bend.
Yes, well, that's rather encouraging.
I can get my new shoes on now.
New shoes.
Hey, that was naughty too.
Chew them.
Hey, I was saying that was naughty. My youngest grandson, old Tris, he for the last few days, I'd spoken to him on the phone a couple of times, and he developed a bit of a cough, and he was gagging, you know, and my missus said, you know, to my daughter, now get him down the doctor, take him down the doctor, they'll see him. Well, they did, and they referred him, we're very busy, you'll have to take him to A&E in Tenby.
Oh.
You know, I don't think that was very clever. Anyway, that's what they did. Anyway, they decided at the moment they gave him a course of antibiotics and checked him out. And then, for some hour later, my daughter had a phone call from the surgery. Sorry about this morning. We're very sorry. On reflection, we should have looked at your son or my grandson. I don't know what went on there. Somebody had a rollicking.
Yes. Yes. Well, because of course the main problem is doctor is very busy.
Yeah. And you've got some jobs worth bloody receptionists there, you know?
Yes. Who's been given instructions by the doctor, but when she carries them out to the letter, you get to bollocking.
Yeah. Well, that's what it sounded like, and I think I might, if I pass quite often, I might just drop in and make a pissy comment.
Yes. Well, it is a bit pissy, isn't it? That's a dreadful thing to do.
Yeah, you know, because there's no problem. Whenever I've always gone down there over many, many years, they see me, and well, all right, they probably got me on the books now, but I don't care, you know? I mean, because I said, hang on, no, I'm not going anywhere. I don't mind who I see. I'll wait, okay? Okay, Mr. Rivers, fine.
Yes. That they should never ever have turned your grandson away like that. Never.
No, that's what I thought, Howley. You know, and I might have a word in their ear just to see what exactly happened. You know, because I mean, my darling daughter, my youngest. I mean, she's a very gentle. You know, I mean, she wouldn't rock the boat at all. You know.
Well, no. Neither would we under those circumstances, because you want the best for your child. But no, that kind of reaction is very poor and must be contrary to surgery rules.
Oh, of course, Hal. Anyway,
well, I'm surprised. I mean, let's face it, somebody's dubri was twitching after that.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounded like, you know. Because you see, when they went down the cottage hospital, the one doctor said, "Oh, really? Oh, well, they shouldn't have turned you away." So he might have stoked the fire a bit, and bloody good luck to him too.
Yes, I agree entirely. I mean, let's face it. Normally, it's only the youngsters that get the attention. We old buggers are turned away.
Yeah. I got to admit, Howley, you know, I mean, I've only ever been to A&E once, and that was last week with that damn foot. And I said to the doctor, "Now, look, listen, now, I'm sorry about this, you know, but I mean, I feel guilty about being here." She said, "Don't worry about it. It could have been broken." I said, "Yeah, but you hear so much about unnecessary people unnecessarily bothering you, you know. I was bloody totally sheepish, you know."
I would be too.
Still, there we are, and you know, and other people don't think that, you know.
No, the selfish ones, the world's full of them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, declining standards, old boy. Declining standards.
Never going to come back, is it? It's downhill.
Yes, indeed. Oh, looks nice. Oh, hey, Kathleen Ferrier.
Is it really?
Well. Do you remember that beautiful, what was that song she sang on the radio years and years ago? You'd always hear it.
Kathleen Ferrier.
That's the one. It was always on 100 Best Tunes on a Sunday night. I always remember my parents and my grandparents always listening, you know?
I don't know.
It was a very famous old kind of English folk tune, you know?
Oh, the winds are the leaves.
I think that was it. I thought it was something rather nautical.
That's the one at the top of the list here. So,
yeah.
It's not out of my head.
Yeah, here he is. Terville.
Printed brain. With his thumb in the cup and everything.
Yeah.
God, this foot is stinging. I am fed up with this, boy.
Well, I wonder if he's singing there.
She's on the fringe, boy.
I saw that boyo up the mountain yesterday who, do you remember me telling you he did very well over the years and he ended up governor of Cardiff Prison, you know?
That's a job, yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, he's a great lad, you know. He was telling me he went to some dinner fairly recently with a load of the old rugby boyos of yesteryear. He said Gareth Edwards was there and all that. And he said Gareth Edwards got up at one moment, Harry, and he said we were all in the changing rooms, you know, and he said Carwyn James was there. He said, right, boys, go and give 'em hell. Think of your poor fathers, you know, having to go down the pit and dig in the bloody coal, and all these English people, they're all sitting there in the warm, you know, and he said, do you remember Di James, the bloody number 6? Do you remember him when we were boys?
No, but go on.
Anyway, he said to Di James, he said, oh, think of your Uncle Frank now. No, think of him suffering up in his little cottage there, and he cold scarred on his back. Anyway, he said we all took it on board and we all marched out onto the Arms Park, you know, and they played the national anthem. And he was and he said I was standing next to Di James, and Di James said. He said, what was he on about in the dressing room? He said, I haven't got a bloody Uncle Frank. Bloody marvellous, you know?
It didn't matter, though, did it?
No, bloody wonderful tales, you know?
Oh, excellent. I'm going to let you get on at this point. I got to deal with this foot. I'm mortally sick of it, I really am.
Oh, for God's sake, put some aftershave on it. Dab some aftershave. It'll sting and then you'll be all right.
No, I'm not going to irritate it anymore. I'm going to give it a wash or whatever in a minute. I'll have a word with her. Anyway, I'm going to dress and kick the washing off and one thing and oh yes, we're having a little thing with the cup in our hand.
What's he singing now, boy?
Blow the wind southerly.
I told Aidan about that Phil Bennett story where, you know, in the 60s they were all riding high, weren't they, the Welsh team? And he got up and he told them about. He said, well, on a Friday night we'd all travel down to Cardiff and go into the Angel Hotel. And we'd all be given money to go to the pictures and have an ice cream. And Carwyn James would say, you make sure you get back to this hotel by 10:30.
Those were the days.
Flipping hell. How times change, innit? Bloody hell. Go and do your foot. I'll see you later, alligator, okay?
Are you planning on attending to your plumbing first or not?
No, I'll probably do it tonight when I'm cool.
Cool. When you're cool.
Yeah, I'll do it then. I normally do it in the early hours of the morning.
Oh, right. When there's nothing on the wireless and nothing on the telly.
That's right. That's right.
And it's too dark to walk.
Hey, what make is that piano?
A nondescript one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see the style now?
Why are we bouncing up and down, boy?
The style of the pianos has altered over the years, Howley. I don't know whether it was arched, rounded at the back. See how it is now?
What do you mean rounded at the back?
Well, I don't know. The strings seem to... I don't know, they don't extend backwards as they once did, you know?
Maybe they've shortened them and they've chopped a few of the low-pitch notes off.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or whatever, you know, the left-hand end.
He got hell of a flipping voice. I don't like him, but he got hell of a voice, and he...
I'm not listening.
No, nor I.
I dislike the man, so I won't bother.
Well, he went downhill when he was at the proms. Having said that, I mean, I noted that they had made mention of Eddie Tom Jones was appearing at the proms. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Desperation to try and make it popular, I suppose. I mean, he's not doing a voice, is he? But
I don't know. I mean, it's yeah, but you can't get having said that, there was some comment yesterday I noted that the popularity of the proms over the years has gone up and up, but on the general symphony music front, audiences are going down for live concerts, you know?
Yes. Yeah, well, why are we surprised?
Yeah, I know, but they made that comment that, you know, the proms is actually going from strength to strength, you know?
Yes. Well, it's the place to be seen, the place to go, isn't it? And it's in the big city for those who like to go there and promenade.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, isn't it? I wonder what percentage of those in you know, promenaders are not really classically orientated and are just there to wave a bloody flag, you know?
Yeah, but if it keeps it alive, I suppose, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so. Henry Wood would probably turn in his grave.
Indeed, and the laurel would turn brown.
Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, he's always got a laurel around his neck, hasn't he?
Yes, why a wreath?
I don't know.
No, it's what they do, you know.
Oh, yes, of course. Anyway,
I'll let you go now and let you pop off.
Okay. Well, thanks awfully, old chap, and cheery bye.
Well, cheery bye. It's been marvellous having this little chat with you this morning, and I look forward to repeating the exercise very soon.
Excellent, old boy. A policeman's laugh is not a happy one.
Oh, God.
Cool, you're going back in time.
Excellent.
Oh, dear. Well, on that terrible note, I'll bid you a good morning.
B flat major, old boy.
Yes. More A sharps. Bye-bye.
Bye.
3W. CV is going Queen Roger Tango.
Likewise, XHG. No fighter escort. Help yourself, chaps.
Chocks away.
Chocks away.
to the public. And I said to him, well, there's books and...
And then our number 3. Arrested Ivy Small, much your dream is.
I think the picture was much cop, so he got this bloke to come along, and he did it. He helped the picture a bit, but not much. But God love us. So we asked him I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to ask him a few questions. So I said, on the Freeview telly, sometimes it comes up with a record. Can you record that straight onto the USB stick? So he got onto his mate, and the answer was no.
Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Apparently you can put films on a USB stick or something of that nature and plug it in the telly and watch them. That's all you can do. The telly won't record.
Right. I've done that, yeah. I've had my son-in-law put a film on the stick, and they've just pushed it in and watched it. Select the you source, and watch it from that. Yeah, but it doesn't record down there. I tried to play. What did I try? I tried to play some off my phone through the TV, and that didn't work either. So to get a bigger picture. But that was a no-no as well. So, but yeah, I know what you mean. You can put the memory stick in and watch stuff off there.
Are you still selling bits on eBay then, Dave?
Sorry, I'll do it. So you what, Alan?
Still selling bits on eBay?
Oh, they're all sold, mate. They're all gone. The last one's gone to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Well, that's a distance, isn't it?
It's that down Caribbean, isn't it, Puerto Rico?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I was surprised. It weighed about half a kilo, about nearly a pound, and it only cost £8 something to send.
It's probably gone by boat.
I don't care how it's gone, but it's gone post, that's all I know, and I thought it would cost a fair bit more than that, but yeah, £8.
That's very good, that.
I think, we use urns. I think they brought their prices down.
Probably a lot of competition, Alan.
It could be. I'm eating toast.
All right. I'm eating nothing. I was expecting some toast coming, but it's not here.
When I first did it, could I do it myself on the computer, then take it to the post office and just put it in? I'll do it on the computer, print the labels out, and then just take it down. When I first did it, I made a mistake, and I got large letter instead of small parcel. And the difference between a large letter and a small parcel was just 50p. So not much difference.
No. You think the parcel would be a lot dearer, wouldn't you?
You would think so.
We were doing some yesterday because I sold a Faber great coat to give it a name, and that was quite a large box, but it was a lot of dough.
How do you send yours? Do you take them down to the post office and book them in, Alan, or what?
No, we use Hearns. And there's a shop at the top of the town. You just take it to him, and I've got to do it this morning. And he just scans it. We print the labels like you do with a barcode and so on.
Yeah, I do. That's what I do. I go on to the Parcel Force website, put all the gump in about it, and then I pay online, and then just take it down, and they just scan it, and it's in. It's ever so easy.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Well, it's something I've never ever done. I've never sent anything like that. I don't know, it's sort of a bit off-putting. I probably think it's more difficult than it actually is. But it's one of these things, I guess, that once you've done it once, it's a piece of cake.
Well, that is it. Well, Carol does it, obviously,
although
but...
I sent parcels abroad before...
Shouldn't we print all the labels off and then...
this one yesterday, I had to do
she's the printer.
Customs label out for it as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Because eBay, it goes to a central place with eBay, doesn't it? And they distribute it out over the world.
Oh, that's global what's it system, isn't it? It's not. No, I've sent this just private.
Oh right, okay.
Not all things qualify for some reason. I mean, it comes up when you pack them or get your labels down whether it qualifies for the global shipping thing. That's it. Whether it qualifies or not. This one just did it ordinary.
Oh right, yeah.
Whether they don't do it to Puerto Rico or what?
Anyway, it's time for me to go. I know Mr. Swindon's there. I'm dirty for 10 minutes, but very good morning all of you. And we'll see you again on Monday morning. G4GCQ now closing.
Ta-da, Roy.
Ta-da, Roy. Have a good weekend, mate.
Ta-da, Roy.
See you later, mate.
Cheers.
Bye. Alan Swindon, are you still there?
Probably had a call with his missus, didn't he?
Hey, unless he's had a breakfast call. Are you there, Alan? No, he'll have sloped off, I think. Probably couldn't get a word. Or he shouted out and nobody's heard him, I don't know. So, fingers crossed, hope he's... Margaret's... they're going to work, the injection's going to work, even if it's only a bit, and a bit of relief. And, Martin, you never know, he might be transmitting on Monday, if he can get into the shack and see how he feels. So, he'll be sore for a few days, I guess, but, it's nice to get out so soon. Let's hope he does get out today. And he can get his birthday sorted out.
Oh yeah, he texted yesterday, so he sounded well. The text, it was only I'm going to say he sounded good, but because he don't sound like anything on the text, does he?
Oh.
You know that small radio I showed you I built the other day, Alan?
Yeah.
The one I went catching to get a case for that I couldn't be bothered to build. I went and bought one. You know the one I mean?
Oh, right.
I did well with that last night. I went on CW with it last night and done quite well. Working, how far a 40 metres radio will work, over Europe lot.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's an achievement, isn't it?
Well, it's something to do, and it keeps you out of the walls with air, don't it?
Certainly does. Well, of course, I was watching anybody watch the Inside London Fire Brigade?
No, I've flicked past it, but I didn't watch it.
I recorded it and we watched it and all. It's quite good, really. Different materials than when I was in, I will admit. I went to one building and all the Celotex board was burning, but they couldn't get at it. And they had a hell of a job to find out where it was burning.
Yeah, but they don't draw the fire engines anymore, Alan, with horses.
Oh, you booty!
Nice one, Dave. Like the Keystone Cops, wasn't it?
Yeah, they turn out nearly as slow. No, I shouldn't say that, should I? No.
They still got the old polo, haven't they?
Yes, well, I mean, what a superb transport system. Been down there a few times.
How'd you get back up again?
I had one at Wellingborough, you see, Frank, and we used to go there at times, and that was the first thing you did, go upstairs and go down the pole.
Yeah. You put a bit of grease on it, you get down quicker.
The fire station at Northampton, the Mount, so you go down 3, 4 floors. I'll get it out in a minute. I never did that one.
You haven't done it. If that was on the fairground, you'd have to pay for that.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You, if you jump on the pole, I mean, you can just, you either let go of it before it goes down, and before you go down, wrap your legs round, and you're under complete control, really. You don't like getting on a pole and going whoomp.
I don't know. I'm not very good with heights, and especially jumping onto that, I don't know. But then again, if I didn't like heights, I won't be in a fire service, would I?
Well, that's very true, Frank, yeah.
A few times, or I should say, I've been down to one at Rushden a few times.
Oh, yes, right. Oh, of course they had one there, didn't they?
They used to, up the old Newton Road, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Forgot that.
You what?
I forgot that, mate. I really had.
Yeah, well, my father-in-law, he was one of the longest-serving firemen there, wasn't he?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, well, there you go, mate. I mean, that's been shut a fair while now, though, isn't it?
Oh, God, yes, a long while. I should have said my ex-father-in-law, really, but there you go.
Oh, that's low, isn't it? Right, well, it's 5 past, and we got these parcels to deliver. The old cuckoo's slow. Boy, good Christ. So we'll love and leave you and catch you further down, chaps. G4PPW.
Yep. Okay, Alan. I'm about to make a move and get some brekkie in that. So we'll see you all on Monday. Hopefully Marty might be with us, you never know. And I'll see you, Alan, Paul, Dave, Roy's gone, John's gone. I think Alan's gone, hasn't he? So have a good weekend, guys, and we'll see you Monday. G0TLL. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll say 7 threes then all. Have a good weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do it twice, remember me the second time, because I'm too old now. I don't know who's on, so I'll just say goodbye, everybody. G4 London Japan Golf.
Okay, Dave, and all. Good morning, Paul. G4PPW.
Yeah, good morning everyone, I'm off as well. Ta-da for now, catch you again another day. 2W0 copy clear.
Yeah, ta-da, Paul. Oh, I knew there was somebody else there and I couldn't remember who. Ta-da, mate.
Ta-da there.
Much better. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yes, anything else? Birthdays, yes, I remember last year we had a nice day, didn't we, Don? I seem to recall the weather was very pleasant. Yeah, there sitting in your back garden, looking at bits of wire in the air and other fascinating height objects. And okay about the dogs. Yes, you mentioned that before. I know the charity you mean. I can't think what they're called. They had their headquarters in Telford, and as you say, I think they've opened a branch there in Shrewsbury. And medication, yes, I'd hesitate to get over the internet. I suppose there are reputable dealers, but there we are. Right. And oh yes, the other thing you mentioned, that program. I was going to watch it, and I forgot all about it, so I didn't see it. On another of these reality ones, isn't it? And you do get cases like this where you think, oh dear, what's gone wrong with the system? But of course, one time an ambulance was basically a van with a couple of beds in it, wasn't it? And of course the cost now of a fully equipped ambulance, goodness knows what it is. So I've not seen figures, but I suspect there's a lot less ambulances than there used to be. And also now, as you say, with people with back injuries, they're very, very cautious about moving them, whereas at one time they probably, the firemen would have just lifted out the person themselves. But of course you can do more harm than good. So there we have it. Yes, it is a bit sad.
Right, I don't think I've got anything else, so wish you both a good morning. Thank you for the chat as always, and back to you, Don, for any final. M0FHM with M0RJS, in holiday mood, G3UKV.
Yes, M0FHM. Okay, Martin, very interesting, very good signal there. And there we are. Well, as I say, I don't want to risk upsetting my Skype, my broadband. That's why I'm running a 50 watts instead of 100. We used to have that trouble some years ago, didn't we? And okay on ambulances, yes. Well, in my early days with the system, it was what they used to call scoop and run. And that's all they used to be able to do with the ambulance, just scoop it up and run with it. And nothing happened until they got to the hospital. But now they're very, 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 very able to do all sorts of I was going to say minor operations at the roadside, but some of them are quite big. They get a team out there and can deal with all sorts of things. And then, of course, with the air ambulance, they send them to the best hospital. This is why I've never understood why there's all the argument about Telford and Shrewsbury as to where the A&E ought to be, because you don't go to the nearest A&E. You go to the best A&E, so it's for your purpose. And I remember a child being knocked down in Shrewsbury a couple of weeks ago, and they rushed him to Liverpool Hospital, which that was the place where they had the best treatment for that particular injury. So there we are. Anyway, that's my 5 pence on that. Yes, it's a good offer, is that, on there. I'm setting up data in the car because that's my forte of radio on these different systems, and I'm going to put a SIM card in a small pad, and that'll stay in the car. In fact, I'm hoping, I've asked PlusNet for a replacement card, and I'm going to put that into the card, into my radio, into my pad, and I think it'll work. I know in my time in mobile phones, you could have, it was possible, it wasn't allowed, but it was possible to have two phones on the same SIM card. There, two SIM cards the same, two numbers the same. But it's not, I don't know what it's like now. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Yes, okay. We're not in this morning, but this afternoon, I'm pretty sure we'll be in this afternoon. So if anybody wants to call in for a cuppa, you'll be very welcome, no problem. And the other thing for a final I've come up with is that they always say life was 70 years, didn't they? Well, 70 years takes me to 70. So I think when you become 70, you start going backwards, which makes me 49 tomorrow. So I'm having my 49th birthday tomorrow, because I've done my 70 years, and I'm now going back the other way. Round to Bob for any finals, and I'll say 73 to everybody. Enjoy this morning very much, because I've had my brain in gear a bit more, and everything's fine. So take care, everybody. Thank you for the net, and try and catch you, Martin, on Monday. And all the best for a lovely, lovely holiday, Bob, from M0FHM. If anybody's there, come on.
Yeah, I'll just leave a pause in case Bob's got any final. No, Bob's escaped. Oh, right. Okay, and you're backward counting. Yes, I've done that from the after 50. I started counting backwards. There's a drawback with it, though, Don. When I found I end up younger than Kerry, our daughter. So I haven't thought of a way around that one yet, unless she starts counting backwards as well to keep herself younger than me. Oh dear. Right. Yes. Okay on the A&E, and I agree with your comments there.
It's a pity Shrewsbury Hospital is on the side it is, though. From this side, Don, it is quite difficult to get to if you want to get there in a hurry. But my view of that one is, as long as they're going to have this sort of slightly downgraded A&E, I've forgotten what they call it at Telford if it goes that way, which I think it probably will, and all the fuss will die down. So you still, if you, like I got something in my eye the other year, and it scratched the eyeball, it was a bramble or something, and I'd still go to Telford for that, you see. But as you say, if it's more literally more life-threatening and so on, it's almost irrelevant where the hospital is. You go for the one that's got the specialist staff and equipment, which very often, for example, they send people all from round here to Stoke, don't they? Anything to do with heart side of things tends to end up in Stoke or Wolverhampton. So, as you say, there's nothing sacred really about your own local A&E. So there's my 2 pennies worth on that. I think we're more or less of a mind on that one, Don. And as regards the ambulances, yes, they did an ECG on me when I had that panic at beginning of June with my gallbladder and that. They did an ECG before I even got to hospital, so that's the way they equipped. I like that scoop and run. I didn't know they called it that, but like I say, the old ambulances were basically a van with windows and a couple of beds in them. Very different now, but that's the way things move on. I had my follow-up to my panic stations yesterday, actually, and it looks, well, they're going to give me an MRI scan, but it looks like they will operate probably, I guess, before the end of the year, but it's not at crisis level. Right, enough of that. 73s, and I'll have a quick word. Ray's come in there, so I'll have a quick exchange with Ray. Bye-bye, Don, and anybody listening. G3 UKV clear, just checking, and then I'll have a word with Ray.
Yes, 73, Martin, 73. And for one of my complaints, I do go to the Telford Hospital about twice a year, and it doesn't bother me at all. Anyway, 73, M0FH, I'm going QRT.
Yeah, mind you, getting from Condover to Telford is easier than where I live to Shrewsbury. Well, that side of Shrewsbury. Cheers, Dom. Right, 2E1HTU, G3 UKV. Good morning, Ray. Just on the 9 on the meter, over.